Let's all welcome the first fighter making his way to the red corner. Representing Pham Martial Arts, it's Soul Grant.
This is K-Star Presents Fight Night number 1. First fighter coming out to the corner is Soul Grant, representing Banbury Martial Arts Academy, led by a very experienced fighter, Bama veteran, very active referee now, Stuart Davis. He puts his does everything within martial arts, and a really world-renowned Muay Thai coach, and Gian in the corner as well. Also another really well-respected Muay Thai coach. And we have Soul Grant, known as Swole, and the rumour is he's incredibly technical. We'll be looking out for that in the fight.
Let's make some noise and welcome his opponent, fighting for the blue corner, representing England's Muay Thai, Tommy Pham.
Here we have Tommy Pham coming out to the corner, representing Aitlin's Muay Thai. Birmingham, we are currently in Birmingham at the Hate Suite. It is one of the UK's absolute best combat sports cities. I mean, it's become the hub. Originally, it was probably more London, but Birmingham, it's got that kind of tough history. Everyone from Birmingham tends to be quite tough. The whole vibe of the city is tough, and now it's got some of the best fighters, the best Muay Thai fighters, the best MMA teams in the country, all based around here. And I know they also are quite open-minded, a lot of the local gyms. They will train together, they will cross-train, different coaches work with different fighters, and help develop the whole scene. Both these young fighters. So this is a contest under N-class rules. So N-class rules is a 5 or 1.5 minute rounds. It's in 12-ounce gloves. Yep, it's N-class. So it's 12-ounce gloves. And you can see they're wearing shin pads. So N-class is still wear shin pads, and it's no knees and elbows to the head. They can knee and elbow to the body, but none to the head. And they wear the shin pad. So this is usually considered like a step up from kind of the interclub and those kind of levels. And it's a good way for these young fighters to get experience before they go up the classes. And Soul Grant himself is just 17 years old. And here he is, already clinching up. And Stuart Davis talked about the technicality of Soul Grant, and we're seeing it, although he eats a big body kick. Tommy Pham, the press. Nice with Pham as well. To control the clinch there. The slightly more technical positioning of Soul Grant, controlling the clinch, and unloading in the corner. The reason you want to use the corner, you're effectively taking away the fighter's escapes. So you think if they're against the ropes in the corner, they can't go left. With shots on the way. This is why we put ringcraft. Ringcraft is in the middle of the ring. Literally that. Oh, nice head kick. Excellent work by Soul Grant. Went high with that kick. Put it up with the knees. Such an active work rate. See, we're just seeing really good posture. Just a nice straight back and coming in, landing a shot and then clinching up, getting the knees working. Referee calling for a break. Oh, that's inside. Oh, double left kick from Soul Grant. You can see the beautiful Eric's Fight Gear short. Tommy Pham, Eric's Fight Gear. Excellent products and also a really good podcast. Eric's Fight Gear put on a great podcast. I was a guest on there myself. Look it up. Chris Spencer episode of Eric's Fight Gear's podcast. Beautiful shorts. It's one of those things, it can make a difference if you wear training equipment that you feel comfortable in. Shorts that feel, especially Muay Thai, we're throwing kicks, high kicks, low kicks, mixing everything together. You want to feel free in those shorts, and that's why these wear these kind of really loose-fitting, silky-looking shorts. It's a comfortable thing to wear. Referee's taking a close look. So this is 5 1.5-minute rounds, and you might think 1.5 minutes is not a long amount of time, but when you think about the work rate that these two young fighters just put out, they've done an incredible amount of work in just 1.5 minutes. And we've got 4 more rounds to go. I know Sol Grant with a slip. Oh, Tommy Pham controlling the clinch, muscling him to the floor. Tommy Pham with a wild left hook on the break. There's a nice catch by Sol Grant. Kicked the other leg. Pham was in big danger of being tripped over, but just the balance just stayed on his feet. What we're seeing that's very impressive from Sol Grant is a combination of attacks. He's putting together kicks, knees, one after the other, flowing between clinches, and then more range attacks. The UK has become such a hotbed for Thai boxing. Amazing gyms such as 8 Limbs Muay Thai, such as Banbury Martial Arts Academy under Stuart Davies. You will see such high-level Thai boxing. See, Sol Grant's doing a really good job controlling the middle of the ring, and it means he's the one putting the pressure, and he has movement. When Tommy Pham goes forward, because he's in the middle, he's got room to move around. Nice little clinch back. Oh, muscle. Oh, teep-up the middle. Tommy Pham just off the chin of Sol Grant. Good. There's a good chance that even things up. I had Sol Grant a little bit ahead in round 1, but round 2, I mean, apart from the knee up the middle, you got to get that one to Tommy Pham. There was a teep that was so close, just skimmed the chin of Sol Grant. Could have done a lot of damage if it's just an inch different. Excellent variety of technique shown by both fighters. Now this can make such a difference. If you have a good coach in your corner, and both of these fighters have exceptionally good coaches in their corners, just giving you that little bit of advice of, if you, a slight adjustment can make such a difference to a round. If you angle off to your right instead of your left, all of a sudden you don't get caught at the counter. All of a sudden you go from having very close rounds to dominating. It is a game of millimeters fighting, and just that slightest difference. And the coach on the outside, they have a broader view of what's going on, and they know their fighters. They know what they're good at. They know their weaknesses, and they can give them advice on how to cap. Oh, excellent hit. Sol Grant just step is up. Nice trip from Sol Grant. This is where fatigue, condition, getting the road work in. This is where it's going to show. Tommy Pham. Pleading with their fighter to keep up this pace. Here we go, Sol Grant moving around. Sol Grant with a much better posture, see? Keeps his back straight. He gets to use his strength, use his positioning, which means he can control a little bit more in the clinch. They're very equally matched, physicality-wise. This fight is all down to technique, and they're very equally matched technique-wise. You know, they're going for kick here. I would not want to be a judge in this fight. It is so close. Both these young fighters are so technical, putting it together so well, showing such a good variety of technique. Tommy Pham, the standout for Eight Limbs Muay Thai, and Sol Grant, the standout for Banbury Martial Arts Academy. We're seeing great coaching from both corners. This is what I like to see, is calm coaching. If you're in the corner and you don't want to be one of those coaches who's shouting at your fighter, you know, you have to appreciate the minute between rounds is their rest. And that is the #1 priority, is to catch a wind, breathe, get ready for the next round. So you want to give them clear, simple instructions. You know, maybe one thing to take away for the next round, and then you want to repeat it as the cornerman. So when I'm cornering fighters, I like to go in, say the adjustment I want, and then just tell them to breathe, and then just before I leave the ring again, all right, repeat the adjustment I want. And it's as simple as that. Here we go. Sol Grant powering forwards. Oh, lovely head kick from Sol Grant. A count. Right punch for Tommy Pham landed as well. Oh, nice side kick. Calls for knees up the middle from the Tommy Pham coaches. Oh, catch and counter. Excellent work by Sol Grant. Will Sol Grant go back to that head kick? It did just skim the head of Tommy Pham. Oh, left hook straight right. Fatigue is becoming a really big factor, and for me, Sol Grant is the slightly fresher looking of the two fighters. Oh, Tommy Pham comes through with a big teep. Excellent straight right on the counter by Sol Grant. More calls for knees. Both fighters slamming knees up the middle. What an incredible fight to kick off this evening here. We are at the H Suite in Birmingham. This fight is K-Star Fight Night #1. What an incredible fight. What a way to kick off the evening. These two young fighters showing so much skill, so much heart, so much passion for this sport. It's kind of, you know, it's a difficult thing. How much do the judges score the trips in the clinch? You know, there's quite a big movement to hurl your opponent to the floor. How much are they going to score? Like the head kick landed by Sol Grant. It did land clean on the head of Tommy Pham, but didn't have a lot of power on it. You know, how are they going to score that? It's a very difficult thing to being a judge. You know, you've got to balance damage, aggression, ring craft, and kind of come up with a decision on what you think or who you think won. Most of the judging, they go on damage. That tends to be the #1 priority. But in this fight, it's hard to say who's doing more damage. Sol Grant flying in with a big right hand. Tommy Pham looking for the trip again. He had a lot of success with it. Oh, excellent knee. Oh, Tommy Pham looking for a big right hook on the break. Sol Grant comes in with a right kick and a straight right behind it. Inside leg kick. That big right punch is coming. Oh, another excellent kick to the body by Tommy Pham. Sol Grant mixing levels. Clinching up again. You know, in my opinion, Sol Grant is having a lot of success at range. He's been narrowly being missed, but he has been quite successful. And here, especially in this 4th and 5th round, is where Tommy Pham is getting to put a little more pressure on him in that clinch range. Tommy Pham went for the trip, missed. Oh, Tommy Pham is finishing this round strong. Landed a nice left kick to the body, then a right, and now has come in with about 4 or 5 unanswered knees in a row. Oh, and a right hook lands heavy for Tommy Pham. Big round, big round. What a fight, what action. All credit to these two incredible fighters and their teams and coaches. This is K-Star Presents Fight Night #1 at the H Suite in Birmingham. We're going to be going to the judges' scorecards on this one. Very close fight. Such heart from both these fighters.
Wow, what about everybody? A cracking start to the afternoon, but this is the Super Guy! The fight going the distance. We went to the scorecards. Your winner is in the blue corner, Tommy Pham!
Very, very close fight. I mean, in all honesty, on my scorecard, I had Sol Grant a tiniest bit ahead, but Tommy Pham came on so strong in that 5th round. And, for me, the last round is always the most important one. Who puts that exclamation point on the fight? And right at the end, he landed 7 or 8 unanswered knees and a big right hook. And I think that weighed heavy in the judges' eyes. But an excellent performance by both these fighters.